Welcome back to Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the game. We're on part 6.
Awesome.
Yay!
Pause menu.
Okay. Yeah, come on, Dwibs, get off the pause menu. I know you like the sparkling stars that show how many spells you have, but you must exercise patience.
There's a lack of sound.
You sure you haven't muted Jova?
I can hear
Yeah, I'm
everything.
sure.
I can hear things just fine, but okay.
Okay, so now
Weird.
now it's Defense Against the Dark Arts class, and here's the timed mission. Basically, you have to get across these book platforms to the other side, but do you have a habit of doing
Moving.
Yes, because magic books are dicks in this universe.
Ding! So let me get this straight. We have to do all this just to get to class.
Yeah. And again, the teachers honestly expect us to get
Oh,
through
and
this.
look at that! The door is locked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, I can't imagine the students having trouble getting into
Actually,
the damn
actually, that's getting back out of the thing to get to Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Wow, even better. They lock the way out.
So yeah, but basically, I don't really like these books very much.
I don't think the book's like you either.
I can imagine why, yeah.
I don't like them back.
Well, look. Well, let's put it like this, Dwibs. It was either get the flying books or get the Care of Magical Creatures books. And we all know what those books are like.
What about those books that scream at you when you open it?
But Dwibs, those books pose no challenge to the students. We have to challenge them some way, so it's either get the flying books or get the books that will eat you alive.
And the teachers honestly expect us to get past this and get to lessons on time.
Again.
Otherwise we lose 5 house points.
Again.
And again, Dwibs, it's the same school that thinks that the Care of Magical Creatures books are completely safe.
Well, at
Again.
least we've done. Well, at least we've done that. Oh my God, you're kidding me.
Again, are you sure Hogwarts is the only wizard school? Can we go to someplace else?
Actually, there
It's
are a
the
couple.
only British wizard school.
Yeah, there's also
Yeah.
Beauxbatons and Durmstrang.
And if the Quidditch World Cup is anything to go by, there's an American wizard school, a Portuguese wizard school, an Italian wizard school, Spanish.
Yeah,
Quirrell, you
like I
dick!
just said, Hogwarts is strictly British. So.
Quirrell, you dick! I had to get past all that just to get to your bloody lesson.
Yeah, I have to say it's a bit of a shame. There seems to be only one school per country.
By the way, Joe,
me-
a message for you in the text, in the chat.
Okay.
Sure.
So now we're learning Verdimillious.
That was good.
Sorry, Pedro, I'm not rendering it right now. I didn't want to risk making the
All
call
right,
sound
right.
choppy.
Sure, no,
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you meant the YouTube upload rendering. Okay, fine.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. It's like, well, basically, I just finished recording the last part of Last Spectre by the time we started our session today. So I would have had to go and render it in Movie Maker and everything, and well,
Excellent.
That has
Didn't wanna
caused problems in the past.
Perfect.
huh?
I love how you guys aren't really paying that much attention to the
Well,
it's sections.
we've seen these things. It's the same thing we've been
It's a
doing.
bit more interesting in the other games, the way they do the spells.
Yeah.
Just press whatever button tells you to
Was
press.
good.
Okay, that was good.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Oh,
Not good.
Not good.
I only
was
missed
shit.
one thing.
Excellent.
Excellent. Riveting.
That's okay. I think we're done now.
You
Yep,
may
we
now
are.
enter the
Yeah, I have no
chamber.
idea why I'm not getting any sound from this YouTube video.
Spell.
Put in your other earphone just in case.
My other earphone.
Oh, am I the only person who only wears one earphone when we do this?
Let's see how you defend
I
yourself
guess.
against the dark
Actually,
arts.
I mean,
Cast your
is there
Verdimillious
any particular
spells
reason why you do that?
the darkness.
Yeah, just in
Basically,
case someone calls me, I can actually hear them.
Okay,
Ah,
basically,
Ah.
Verdimillious illuminates opaque platforms so that you can actually go on them.
Darkness for
Hmm.
brief time.
It's weird because like I can hear you guys just fine, and all the other videos sounded just fine. Yet for some reason I can't hear any sound coming from
Maybe
this video.
sometimes YouTube glitches out that shit. Try refreshing.
All right.
Like I said, though, it's just because it's just so I'm completely aware of everything around me.
Just not,
Fair enough.
There's
Ah, good. That did the trick.
There you go. Sometimes YouTube likes to. It's YouTube.
so we're still at 4:27, 28,
4:57, 4:58.
Yeah, go to 5 minutes
Ah.
and something.
Go to 5:30.
To Gryffindor.
Yeah.
I'm at 5:14.
Alright then. Go ahead,
Okay.
be sure kind of...
Right, 3, 2, 1,
I've been waiting
go.
for ages.
Oh, hi, Hermione.
I didn't need that close-up of Hermione's face, by the way.
That must be where the stolen object is.
Yeah.
Right!
Split up and look for a way up there.
Wait, why are we looking for a way up there?
Because we want to investigate the Forbidden Corridor, of course.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Like in the video game, I don't think they've established the reason for them to be investigating that quite yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
wait,
but we can do
actually,
that.
oh, wait, never mind. That's right. In this version, Hermione's the bad influence.
Okay, but anyway, enough of forget the finding the corridor. Let's cross these platforms. And I believe this is where I do some form of challenge. I think. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Again, my memory is pretty poor. Oops. I think it's this part anyway, I'm not entirely sure.
Hey, teachers, whatever happened to a good old staircase?
Again, they want the students to learn magic the hard way.
The hard
So they want
physical
them
way.
to study, but also get some exercise.
Yeah,
Of
the one,
course.
though that's the case, how come Crab and Goyle are still pretty large?
They always eat food, so they probably eat the amount they lose.
To make up for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically I think what I'm doing here is a sort of side challenge you can do. It's not important to the plot or anything, but I think you get a little bit of a bonus. So yeah, but we're not going to get to the third floor corridor in this part.
Okay.
Ah, well.
I hear snoring, and now screeching.
So let's go right inside. I'm sure there's nothing bad here.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, okay.
It's not like this is Hogwarts or anything.
Yeah. Floating! Whee!
Well, like I said, Pedro, it's the safest school in the world. So safe that in the last part, Harry nearly got eaten by a troll because he had to go get ingredients for class.
Okay, there's nothing in the darkness. Nothing there either. Right. Come on, Dwibs, turn the camera.
I guess that snoring was coming from nowhere.
And I lost a bit of HP. Yeah, there is fall damage in this game, so
You have to fall from quite the height, though, and it doesn't take much.
like the height I fell from, just. Basically, I think I had a bit of a dirt moment and forgot to try and press the action button to go behind the book. Some bookcases have secret passages that let you go to new places. But I had a bit of a dirt moment and didn't know it was there, so you're not going to see it in this playthrough.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Again, my as we've established, my playthroughs are just going to be going through the main story. They're not going to be 100%.
Fair enough. There are some things of 100% that you really have to go out of your way to take care of.
And Harry's a pretty good leaper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, he's kind of like Connor from King's Square State, except he does horizontal leaps, whereas Connor does vertical leaps that are like 8 feet tall. Like, and I'm like, what the hell?
Okay, normally this is where you go to talk to Nearly Headless Nick and find out what you have to do, but I'm like, nope, fuck that.
Why?
Because I didn't know he was going to tell you what you had to do, so when I ran into what you had to do, it was just like, oh, do I have to do it for the plot? But I don't know. But anyway, potion mixing time. Bomberry juice, stewed mandrake, drops of honey water, soft bay mucus, dew drops.
Ah, some music plays when you make a potion. Oh no.
And yeah, basically that potion can give us more health.
Tidy.
Yep.
Tidy.
And now let's save. Okay.
So basically, Shiroi,
Yes?
So basically, Shiroi, what you're telling me is, what you guys in general are telling me is that Hogwarts is definitely not a tidy school at all.
Oh,
No.
hi, Rick Mail.
When you think about it, no, it isn't.
Yeah, hi, Rick Mail.
Young Potter, you're ugly, but what can we do?
Peeves.
Everyone says you belong in a zoo. If you look in a mirror, it surely will crack. The best thing to do is wear a nice sack.
Peeves is a treat.
Yeah, pity we actually didn't see him in the film, although to be fair, the film's already pretty long as is, so,
It's just sort of a shame there wasn't a quick 2-minute scene with him, but alas. At
I
least
think
we
he's
get him
more
in the game.
juvenile in the game than he is in the book.
Oh god, in the book, some of his pranks are downright lethal at times, I think.
Yeah.
okay, now for
So
some...
much that they even once used him to help fight against Voldemort.
Maybe that's
No,
the reason.
okay,
Maybe
okay,
Warner
I'm-
Brothers didn't want to, risk getting parents upset or something.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that...
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure one of them leaps I just did wasn't physically possible, but whatever.
This is a magical school full of magical children.
But it's lethal as hell.
Yeah.
Basically, I think those platforms descend after a while, so you have to be quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, finally we get a staircase.
Right, but
Does it move?
no.
Oh.
Yeah, a staircase right down here where we can easily fall to our doom.
Are there moving staircases in this game?
I don't think there are, no.
There are moving staircases in Chamber Secret.
Okay, okay. Okay, the knights do take a bit to take out. You have to cast twice on them.
Alrighty then.
All the while they're slowly pursuing you with their sword. Let's get some more green beans. And fuck the knight. Yeah. So basically, those eyes you see there, there's 4 different sets of coloured eyes. You have to destroy the eyes at the source to destroy those eyes so you can get through that door.
Tidy.
Simple.
And falling down the pit means you lose a bit of health. I thought it was a shortcut or something, but apparently not.
And it doesn't
So
kill.
much
It's not
for
an
that.
insta kill.
No, I'm glad. Otherwise, I would have been angry with myself.
Alright, I'll be back.
Again, yeah,
I'll be right back. Gonna get myself something to eat.
Again, I
Okay.
always just unless it's with very rare cases, I rarely blame a game for my mess. For my mess ups, yeah.
Well, there are some games you can blame for the mess.
Yeah.
It made her Angel of Darkness.
Sonic 06.
Final Fantasy 13.
Well, then again, I have. I said earlier, I think Angel of Darkness is worse than Sonic 06, but
But I haven't seen that yet.
I have quite a lot of games I consider worse than
Like I
06.
said, after what I've seen of 13 today, I believe you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
again, yeah, I think there might be a difference of being what's worse, a bad platformer or a bad RPG.
I think a bad RPG is worse because a platformer often by default is shorter.
Well,
Whereas
I said
RPG
when it
sort of-
comes... Because when I'm talking mostly about the story with 13 and 06, and for me, if an RPG has a boring story, then it's not a good RPG.
Although
Not to mention the fact
Angel of
that with a
Darkness
bad-
has both a bad story and bad gameplay, so
That same thing with Final Fantasy 13. That is terrible gameplay too.
which is ironic because IDOS got bought out by Square Enix 6 years in 2009, so technically they're one and the same now.
Huh, makes you wonder if maybe the same people who worked on Angel of Darkness worked on 13.
No, the Tomb Raider games from the first one up until Angel of Darkness were from Derby.
I know. It's just like, well, considering how a lot of... You see, I think a lot of game companies like to do is sometimes have people from one team come over and help out with another game when they finish on their latest game. So it's just
Well,
one another chance.
and even
Maybe
then,
they did
and
that.
even then, Jova, that wouldn't make sense anyway, because Angel of Darkness was the last game period made by Core Design.
I actually understand what Joe was saying because Skyward Sword, which even though it's a Nintendo game, you know, Zelda and all that, and Monolith Soft, the guys who developed Xenoblade Chronicles and are making Xenoblade Chronicles, they actually did help out with the development.
Exactly. So it wouldn't be too far-fetched to think that maybe they did that to help out with all the man-force. And considering how big a game Final Fantasy XIII is, I wouldn't be surprised if they had practically someone from every team helping out on that.
I mean, one excuse that I can... Well, then again, I don't remember... Well, then again, another difference between Angel of Darkness and 13 was that 13, at least from what I hear, had at least had a smooth development process, whereas Angel of Darkness had delays and...
Actually,
hold on. I heard 13 had a rocky development period from what Pedro and Teal told me.
Yeah, it actually had. Basically, Dwibs, it was basically Dwibs. They were trying to basically focusing mostly on the cinematics and shit, but when it came time to actually make the actual gameplay, they didn't really think that much through. Basically, there was a lot of lack of thinking when it comes to development, and the later process of the development was kind of rushed and shit, and you can tell, and it shows.
Funny, that's kind of the same with Angel of Darkness. The thing
there you go. I guess.
Okay, so that may support my theory that maybe some people who worked on the game did help out.
Well, what happened with Angel of Darkness was they were making the game, but apparently their original build was more than what the PS2 could handle, so they had to scrap the whole thing and restart the game development over again. But another problem the game had was IDOS were rushing the game so that it could be released in time for the second Tomb Raider movie. And it shows.
Funny, that's what they did with the sequels to 13.
What, rush them out in time for a movie?
No, but they did rush them out really quickly just so they could quickly get to the 10 million units they wanted to sell.
Even then, I'll give the 13 games credit. At least the series didn't, flat out die for 3 years. There were still games being made, whereas
Dwibs, let me say it like this. Look, just because a game doesn't kill off a franchise does not, to me, alleviate how bad that game is.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. It's just well, we all have different definitions of what something is.
I guess the reason I'm not so much fazed by it is the fact that Final Fantasy is a long franchise that even if it had been the absolute worst made, I still think they could have come out of it, albeit with a lot of scars and everything, but I could see them coming out of it. However, go figure, once again they're in the position
Yeah, but Final Fantasy...
They were with Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy 1. Go. If Final Fantasy 15 goes, well, you probably know what's going to happen.
Yeah, Final Fantasy is in a very delicate state right now. People have lost faith in the franchise because of the 13 games, and if 15 doesn't deliver, the series will die right there.
Again, that kind of reminds me of, Tomb Raider and Final Fantasy have more in common than most people would think, actually.
They do, yeah.
I think Tomb Raider Legend had that same pressure on it.
Didn't the reboot kind of had the same thing?
From what I heard, no. But people didn't really hate Underworld that much. They were just more disappointed by it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard there was a big scale disappointment with the story, though. Like,
what, in Underworld?
Yeah, but the reboot.
Oh yeah, the reboot. The story is fucking retarded, but we'll get that when. By the way, do you want me to do that, or do you want to do it yourself?
Well, I'm doing 4 games. Well, Jova's doing 4 games. I'm doing 4 games. So fair. If...
I'm just saying that being an Uncharted veteran, I can play that game just fine. So if it is necessary, I can do that if you want me to.
Yeah, you do, because Jova, wasn't your plan to do 1, 2, 3, and Last Revelation? Oh wait, there's Chronicles as well, isn't there?
Yeah, wait. Are you talking about Assassin's Creed for me?
No, Tomb Raider.
I don't recall volunteering to do a Tomb Raider game.
Okay, so anyway, we'll talk more about Tomb Raider when we get to Tomb Raider 1. You know the games I'm doing. I'm doing Angel of Darkness and the Crystal Dynamics original trilogy.
And I'm doing the reboot, I
Doing
guess.
the reboot.
Yeah. So who's going to do the rest?
I guess we'll decide between the four of us. Maybe also Tio.
Okay, so anyway,
Sure, you interested?
In what?
Tomb Raider. But all the games are on PC anyway, so
Oh, they are.
She already
Yeah.
has other games to record, though. Okay, if it comes to that, I guess I'll volunteer because, you know...
so yeah, we've anyway, we've defeated all the mythical big greens.
I played one of those games.
Big multicolored
Well,
scary
actually,
eyes.
Never went back to it.
Oh.
yeah, I'll volunteer. Don't worry.
So we've defeated the evil big eyes.
Yay!
Now let's see what happens when we reach not John Cleese. No, Harry, you can't brew another potion.
Saving game?
Yeah, that's a big problem because I'm using the analog stick to control a game that controls like a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it could be worse. It could be actual tank motion.
Or again, Angel of Darkness, because unlike this game, you don't have any choice whether you want to use the directional buttons or an analog stick to control tank controls. You've got to use the analog stick, and it's awkward as fuck.
Wait, there's tank controls in Angel of Darkness?
Yes, in a game that came out in 2003.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I must have misheard you there. Did you say tank controls in 2003?
Yeah.
On what console?
PS2
What?
and PC.
Tank controls on a PC/PS2 game in the middle of 2003. Okay, now I have to see this game to believe it. Although I'll probably just wait until the actual commentary, like Pedro said, so you can get our genuine reactions, and also the fact that Final Fantasy XIII it's worn. It hasn't worn me out, but by God, was it stupid today.
Although, I should ask this: does 13 at least have the benefit of not having tank controls?
True, but honestly,
An RPG,
heavy
but it
rain at
doesn't
tank
have-
control, heavy rain at tank controls, and I still enjoy heavy rain more, honestly. And that's my least favorite David Cage game. I don't know. It's one of those things. Just I can tolerate tank controls if there's at least something entertaining about the game, you know.
Which means I'm gonna be put for a lot of torture when I get to Bubsy 3D when I get the game.
Oh joy.
Let me put.
Oh,
let me
Yeah,
put.
do you want me to just do those? Maybe.
I got an idea, Pedro. You do the 2D Bubsy games, and I'll do the 3D one.
I guess you want to prove a point with that one.
Why do you want to do 3D bit?
No, he wants to prove a point. Let's say.
I've only ever seen the 2D ones, and the 3D ones just as bad.
The 3D one is the worst
No, I hear
one,
the
actually.
worst.
The 3D one's renowned as one of the worst games of all time.
Okay,
Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, all of them are.
is that I have never seen the 3D one.
So basically, we've got a Quidditch armor. That means we get better protection against bludgers, useful for Quidditch matches, as the game states.
Awesome.
Let me put it like this, Dwibs. With Final Fantasy XIII, it wouldn't matter if you have tank controls because the game would pretty much act the same way. That being a long hallway.
Shall we
You
agree?
gotta have actual exploration for tank controls to mean anything.
Shall we agree that we all have different definitions of what a bad game is?
Yeah. Let's just focus on this.
It doesn't matter if you have a different definitions. Final Fantasy XIII is universally bad, but
Okay, Joe, but we get it. Let's
talk about
actually.
that.
Yeah. Again,
Let's
Jova.
comment on this game.
Yeah, again, Jova. For all you know, I could have played a worse game.
Yeah, I know. It's just Final Fantasy XIV is the worst I've ever seen so far. But anywho, we can talk about that later. For now, let's go for the store and
Run.
something, I guess.
Harry Potter on the runner's medal. Harry has to run all around Hogwarts in order to win the House Cup for Gryffindor.
Mm-hmm.
If winning the House Cup were that simple now.
But no, you have to negotiate all these hazardous obstacles.
Through the ever so safe Hogwarts.
Yeah. Okay, now that you mention it, I wonder if Final Fantasy will ever do something like a Harry Potter-ish story.
They kind of did.
They
with Final
kind of,
Fantasy VIII.
not 8. Like they kind.
Yeah,
well, the closest.
Remember-
Well, considering, well, actually, in terms of an Harry Potter-esque Final Fantasy game, Ni no Kuni would probably be the closest thing.
But he was acting for Final Fantasy. They sort of
I
did
know,
do
I
the
know,
whole-
but Ni no Kuni is pretty much a classic style Final Fantasy game when you get right down to it. So.
However, I would say that what Final Fantasy VIII is kind of like Harry Potter. It's got the guy with the scar in the school. He's got his own school rival and everything. He's also got the girlfriend. There's the whole thing with the witch thing. There's someone out to kill him because based on some prophecy and all that stuff. Heck, it's even got mystical stuff too. Like
I guess.
not
you
to
can
mention
say
there's
that.
the whole headmaster.
Okay, now you got me imagining a Final Fantasy Harry Potter crossover game.
Oh boy.
Don't worry,
No.
Dwibs. You can make that joke when we get to Final Fantasy VIII.
Hey, if that means we can see Voldemort killing Vanille, I'm up for it.
Yeah, Vanille would be Cedric Diggory when Voldemort demands to kill the Spare.
So
does this mean
Vanille's
that
gonna
Vanille's
end up
gonna
in.
come back as a vampire?
Actually, should only have one line after that. Say, take my body back to whoever my father figure is in that game. But anyway,
everybody, see ya.
And then she'll come back
See you in
as
part 7.
female equivalent to Edward Cullen.